Okay, so welcome to Dark Gold Media Community, and today we're gonna definitely show you. This segment is about our new video editing and the way it was designed, right? And maybe I should go find that page. Sometimes it's good to find things, and I was trying my best to do some stuff. Okay, three it is. Okay, there it is. And now look at what I did here. Trying to get just the AI to have like a real idea of what I'm trying to do, right? Okay, so that's what I was doing with the AI today. We got some other features. We'll talk about that in the next segment. And I loaded a video in it already, so we're not gonna start from the top, right? And I also entered this text that I made appear on the screen right here. Okay, and we got some fades and left, wipe right, zoom in, zoom out, crosses, dissolve, slide up. You know what I mean? So that's some of the stuff that's in there, and then we got a whole bunch of them right here on the sideline, right? Some of them that I put in, and the AI put all the rest that that was necessary. Basically, I was calling the real thing, so he said, okay, he's calling all the real stuff out. So you need to know about these things. You need to know about. Okay, I tell people I'm a video engineer, okay, and I'm an audio engineer. So I can best describe to when my time come and I could sit down and describe the audio, this AI to build me a real recording studio. But I've already stepped back in my mind and said, okay, we can clone these stuff. So I'm gonna clone this and let the video network and the community still focus on what it's doing, because I'm gonna upgrade this in a way that you can use it like a multi-track studio, right? So instead of we dealing with just like the straight audio studio right now, you'll be able to come here and upload your video footage, right? And you can do the single track. You can do that now. Upload your footage and the track and create a music video, right? And some that went through there. If I click audio settings and stuff like that, it's a bunch of some stuff going on. Card information, audio clips, and denoising audio, right? So some more stuff there. Screen fade in, fade out. Um, so we can apply a bunch of effects, right? Okay, there it is right here. It's voiceover. So it also created a voiceover. So with that in mind and things like that, now I'm gonna have to start. I'm gonna put some other things that need to go in there, right? So you can actually do a voiceover while the video is playing, and you can stay in the timeline, right? Okay. So you see where we at, right? With the development, we just jump from um, generating video, audio player, and stuff like that straight into a full pledge video editing system software built into the. Yeah, so we talk about again, and I go back to say, if you are not someone who is a web developer, a video publisher, musician, producer, someone who's been highly involved in editing media, or in your everyday, are just knowledgeable about it, and you come to the AI, you won't be able to do this. Now somebody come and said, okay, here we at base um 44. So are you gonna get the AI to build this and understand? You know, AI took like about 5 seconds because just that small illustration that I showed you in the beginning that I did, it was enough information for the AI to not even waste time in really even creating a video editor, right? And now SMTV is on its own things. You know what I mean? I'm loving the fact that we can just think about get up in the morning and I sat in a notebook and I said, okay, I'm gonna do this, and I put enough information in the system that the AI analyzed everything and said, hey, this is a big set, you know. And I smiled, you know, and I said, okay, do your thing, and I walk away from the computer and I come back. When I came back to the computer, it sucked just about 4 or 5 more modules to me. And I'm like, go ahead and put it in, and I walked away, and it said, okay, your credit is done now. I'm like, cool. So let's talk about this credit thing. I come up and I join the free service, and they give you free credit. The developers still develop stuff. And I'm a hard case where you have to convince me that it's the ultimate. So they done convince me. And everybody can see it. They already convinced me. When I get up there and I'm just simply doing my little builder, designer studio where you just designing websites and stuff like that, but not actually creating like a studio. We finally created a studio. So we really can call the program by its real name. Dark Gold Media Cloud Studio with a built-in video studio on the inside. You understand? So you guys, thanks for viewing. This was a short one still, but keep watching the development, right? And like I said, instead of creating a multi-track recording studio inside the system, my intention is to have the video system add multiple audio tracks, right? And then have it to also add 2 more extra video tracks. But you can add as many audio tracks and then have it to create equalizers and effects and even a mixing control to do that. Because, okay, in the beginning, in the early days when I had my seat, I was doing C on the was on the Commodore. I was creating, like I said, mixing consoles. So I finally realized that even though I'm like looking on other people development and everything that's doing similar editing and stuff like that, now I have my own, so I wasn't going to really start drawing on their API. I know one person was creating a multi-track recording studio, and one person was creating audio and video wave stuff, and I'm going to use their API within the program. So we'll enhance it by using our API. So it's no more of me going out there and looking at some of the example script and using it and all that kind of stuff. It's about me now just incorporating different APIs inside the system and call upon some of those functions in the API to produce the thing that we want within the network, right? So now I have the web hookup and all that. See, I don't even know if it did web. I think it did webhook because I didn't see it today, but I'm going to look, and if it's not, webhook is not done, I'm going to do that too. So, you know, we have to have the Google API web hookup inside of a thing too, right? So, you guys, we are developing the ultimate media cloud platform here, and it's a product, and most likely when you buy the product, you probably buy it in the cloud, right? And hook it to your network, and you work from a network to the studio, and the studio to from your site, and the studio is locked in. We're talking about looking deeply in setting up a two-way FTP. So what this in the concept that I'm looking at, once you lock the studio to your website, you can seamlessly go back and forth from the studio to your site. Do a little few changes for people who have a regular website. That mean you actually now start creating the page and designate a folder in your website where you deposit these files. So you can recreate your index and all this stuff. Just when you publish the stuff, it published directly to your site, right? So that's the biggie. We're going to have this web publishing that publishes directly to your site, and we'll publish remotely to your site, and it goes into your site, and you do what you're doing and everything. And most of the AI transmission and all that stuff will be running from the cloud, right? So, because that's what you're paying for. Okay? Thanks a lot.